Listen, I need you to pause everything for just a few minutes because what I'm about to tell you is one of the fastest ways to change how the world and especially how women see you. I'm talking about a way to make a woman feel an instant magnetic pull towards you the very moment she notices you. And here's the best part. You don't have to change your face, you don't have to show off a fat wallet, and you don't need to panic about your hairline. Before we get into it, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and drop a comment below. I genuinely want to know where you're watching from today. I read as many comments as I can because I love seeing where our community of men is growing. Now, here's the hard truth. Most men over 35 never get told. Your looks are only about half the game. The other half is pure brain wiring. We're talking about psychological shortcuts that are built deep into the human subconscious. My name is Dr. Romani, and over my 12 years of helping men navigate health, confidence, and real-world social dynamics, I've seen one thing proven again and again. When you learn these shortcuts, women will swear you got more attractive overnight, even if nothing on your body actually changed. You've seen this before, haven't you? You see a normal look guy talking to a stunning woman. She's laughing. She's playing with her hair. She's leaning closer. Meanwhile, you're standing there with a better career and a cleaner outfit, thinking, what the hell does he have that I don't? It's not magic, it's signals. Today, I'm giving you the exact psychological triggers that flip that attraction switch straight to on. Number one, the halo effect, the 5-second foundation. The human brain is naturally lazy. When it notices one high-value trait, it automatically assumes a dozen other good traits exist too. That's called the halo effect. Here's the biology. When you stand with an open chest and a level chin, your cortisol, the stress hormone, drops and your presence expands. Here's the tweak. Walk into a room like you own the lease, shoulders back, spine long. Here's the result. Her brain instantly tags you as higher status, more capable, and more grounded. I've seen men in my private sessions have women guess they were 2 and taller just because they fixed their posture. Number two, the half-second eye contact rule. Most men either stare like they're hunting or they look away like they're guilty. Both scream low confidence. Here's the move. The moment you lock eyes, hold it for 1 Mississippi count, then give a tiny barely there nod or a half smirk, and then you be the one to look away first. Here's the psychology. This tells her subconscious, I see you. I'm not intimidated, but I'm also not desperate for your attention. It creates a mini cliffhanger in her mind instantly. Number three, the slowest blink rate. This one sounds weird, but it's extremely powerful. Nervous, anxious prey blinks fast like a hummingbird. Here's the biology. High-value dominant mammals blink slower because they feel safe in their environment. Here's the practice. When you're listening to her, let your eyelids rise and fall just a little slower than normal. It reads as controlled and calm, and if you watch closely, you'll often see her pupils widen as she subconsciously relaxes into your steadiness. Number four, the 10% deceleration. When a man is anxious, he rushes his words because he's afraid he'll be interrupted or he feels like time is running out. Here's the habit. Speak 10% slower than feels natural. Here's the impact. It gives your voice a deeper, richer quality. Biologically, a calm voice signals a regulated nervous system. Women have literally told me, I don't know why, but when a man speaks slowly, I just trust him more. Number five, killing the spotlight illusion. You might be obsessed with your gray hair or a few extra pounds. Here's the secret. Nobody is studying your flaws the way you are. Here's the shift. The second you stop adjusting yourself, stop tugging your shirt, stop hiding your head, and stop trying to correct your body, those flaws become almost invisible. Here's the reality. I had a 52-year-old patient who was terrified of his grays. The moment he stopped hiding them and started owning his look, the feedback shifted from old to distinguished. Number six, the power of silence. Most men think they have to every gap in conversation. They think if there's a pause, it means the interaction is dying. So they talk more, they explain more, they overshare, they start performing. And the problem is the more you perform, the less power you have. Silence is not awkward when you're grounded. Silence is only awkward when you're nervous. Here's what confident men understand. Silence creates tensions, and tension creates attraction. If you can sit in a pause without rushing to feel it, you communicate something very rare. You communicate emotional control. And emotional control is one of the most attractive traits a man can have, especially after 30. Try this. After you say something, stop. Don't add extra words. Don't soften it. Don't chase her reaction. Let her sit with it for a moment. You'll be shocked how often she leans in more, smiles, or starts talking faster to close the space. Number 7, the I'm not in a hurry body language. A man who is in a rush feels needy, even if he doesn't mean to. When you move too fast, check your phone too often, or look around while she's talking, you signal one thing. You signal that you're not fully present. And women are extremely sensitive to presence. Presence is not just being there physically, it's being there mentally. So here's the adjustment. Slow down your movements. When you take a sip of water, do it slowly. When you turn your head, do it smoothly. When you sit down, don't drop into the chair like you're collapsing. Lower yourself calmly like you have time. This makes you look higher status without saying a single word, because in the real world, the people with the most power are rarely the people who look rushed. Number 8, the calm certainty tone. But the truth is, real confidence is quiet. Real confidence is calm. It's the tone of a man who doesn't need approval. And women feel this instantly. Here's what you do when you speak. Avoid ending your sentences like a question. Instead of saying, yeah, I've been into fitness lately, say, yeah, I've been into fitness lately. Instead of saying, we should go sometime, say we should go sometime. That small difference changes everything because the first one sounds like you're asking for permission. The second one sounds like you're leading. Number 9, the micro smile, or a lot. Of men either smile too much like they're trying to be liked, or they don't smile at all, like they're trying to look tough. Both are extremes. What works best is the micro smile, a small controlled smile that comes and goes naturally. It signals warmth without weakness. It signals confidence without arrogance. And it makes you look emotionally safe, which is a huge part of attraction for women. A woman can find a man physically attractive, but if she doesn't feel safe in his energy, she will not lean in. The micro smile tells her, I'm relaxed, I'm good, and I'm not trying to prove anything. Number 10, the space ownership effect. This one is massive, and most men never learn it. High status men take up space naturally. Low confidence men shrink. They pull their shoulders in. They cross their arms. They keep their elbows tight. They keep their feet close together. They fold inward. And even if they don't mean to, they look like they're apologizing. For existing, here's the change. Take up 10% more space. Not in a rude way, not in an aggressive way, just in a calm, natural way. Let your arms rest comfortably. Let your feet sit shoulder width apart. Let your shoulders stay open. When you stand, stand like you belong there, because the subconscious mind reads this instantly. And her subconscious will often decide your value before you even speak. Now, I want you to understand something important. None of these triggers are about being fake. This isn't about acting. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. This is about removing the nervous habits that make you look smaller than you really are. It's about showing up as the strongest palms version of yourself, because most men are not unattractive. They're just tense, they're just rushed, they're just performing. And the moment you stop performing, you start pulling. Now, let me give you one final truth that will change everything if you really hear it. Women don't fall for words first. They fall for energy. They fall for presence. They fall for emotional stability. A woman can hear compliments from 100 men in a week, but she might only meet one man in a year who feels grounded, calm, and unshaken. And that man stands out instantly. So, if you take nothing else from this, take this. Your posture is a signal. Your eye contact is a signal. Your pace is a signal. Your silence is a signal. Your calm is a signal. And when you master these signals, women will start treating you differently without even knowing why. You'll notice it in the way they look at you. You'll notice it in the way they hold eye contact longer. You'll notice it in the way they laugh more. You'll notice it in the way they stay close. And you'll notice it in the way they suddenly start trying to impress you. Because attraction is not logical. Attraction is subconscious, and the subconscious. Subconscious responds to one thing above all else: certainty, not loud certainty, not arrogant certainty, quiet certainty, the kind of certainty that says, I know who I am, the kind of certainty that says, I'm not here to chase, the kind of certainty that says, I'm here to lead my life. And if you want to join it, you're welcome. And that is the energy that changes everything. So here's your challenge. The next time you walk into a room, don't rush. Open your chest, lift your chin, slow your movements, hold eye contact for 1 Mississippi, blink slower, speak 10% slower, use silence like a weapon, and stop acting like you need to be chosen. Because when you stop needing to be chosen, something's the pregnant pause. When she asks you a question, don't rush to answer right away. That's the move. Wait half a beat, hold her gaze for a second, then respond. That tiny pocket of silence shows you're not scared of tension. It's one of the clearest signs of emotional maturity. Number 7, the open triangle. Body language isn't just about your hands. It's about your core, your stance, and your presence. Here's the tweak. Don't face her straight on like a soldier, because that can feel confrontational. Instead, angle your feet and your hips slightly to the side, creating an open triangle. The result is powerful. It says you're present and engaged, but not needy. It gives her psychological breathing room, and that space makes her want to come closer. Number 8, emotional mirroring. We are biologically wired to like people who feel familiar. Here's the practice. If she's telling an upbeat story, let your energy rise with it. If she's being serious, match that calm, grounded tone. This is the key. You're not copying her like a performer. You're respecting her emotional state. You're letting her feel understood. And within 30 seconds, her brain starts to decide. I click with this guy. Number 9, the mystery of silence. In a world full of triads, the man who talks less often carries more weight. Here's the rule. Speak when you actually have something valuable to add. The psychology is simple. When you don't over-explain, she starts filling in the blanks with the best possible stories about you. Silence is where curiosity grows. Silence is where intrigue lives. Number 10, the Duchamp smile. The Clooney eyes. A big forced grin can look like you're trying too hard, like you're begging for approval. Here's the technique. Keep your mouth relaxed, neutral, or with a slight smile, but let the corners of your eyes crinkle naturally. That's the feeling. That's the George Clooney look. It's warm, it's real, and it says you're comfortable in control of the moment. Gentlemen, attraction is not a lottery that you win because of lucky genetics. Attraction is a set of signals, and the good news is you control them. Starting tomorrow, I want you to pick just 3 of these. Maybe it's the posture, the slower speech, and the half-second eye contact. Try them out. Test them in real life. You will notice longer stares. You will notice more genuine smiles. And you'll notice something else too. People will start treating you differently. Not just women, everyone with a new level of respect. And I want to leave you with this. Age is not the end of your vitality. In many ways, it's the beginning of your strongest era. You have experience, you have stories, you have depth, and younger men simply haven't earned those things yet. These small psychological tweaks are not about faking confidence. They're just tools to help the world see the man you already are on the inside. You deserve to walk into any room with your head high, feeling steady, feeling seen, and yes, feeling wanted. This isn't about ego. It's about dignity. It's about freedom, and it's about the quiet confidence of knowing you've still got it. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel. I release new insights every week specifically for men who are done settling and ready to start leading the life they truly want. You've got this. I'll see you in the next one. Range happens. You become the man who chooses, and women feel that. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. And again, drop a comment below. Where are you watching from today? Because I love seeing how far this message is reaching.